personalities here are politicians. It's not a meeting to deliberate on how to win elections. It's a gathering of like minds for one man, the former Premier of the Eastern region from 1959 to 1966, Sir Michael Okpara, whose legacies have now left behind a new coinage in the political lexicon known as Okparanomics. Speakers at a public lecture with the theme Service Above Self, Contemporary Issues in Leadership and Governance in Nigeria, Lessons from the Leadership Philosophy of Michael Okpara, said the country will be a better place if there's good leadership, investment in agriculture and industrialization as championed by Sir Michael Okpara. The guest speaker and governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma, said the political elite should take a cue from the examples left behind by Okpara.
I have taken time to study the Okpara phenomenon. One of the greatest legacies of his leadership was inclusivity. He was an Igbo man, yet most of his developmental initiatives were concentrated in areas outside Igbo land. Each city received attention based on what it could offer or where it had the greatest strength. This hall today is full of contemporary politicians. Can we do what Okpara did?
For Governor Bassi Otu of Cross River State, Okpara had a passion for food production, adding that there's a celestial rhythm in the way he died in 1984 because there's a national outcry for food in 2024.
Agriculture easily leads to improvement of security and health through food production, enhance economic growth through export earnings, beautify environment through climate change, production through raw materials and job opportunities, and expanded infrastructures through rural development.
A former First Lady, Patience Jonathan, former Senate President Anyim Pius Anyim, and Senator representing Delta North in the National Assembly, Ned Nwoko, speak on the positive imprints left behind by Michael Okpara on Nigerian politics.
Let us also imbibe the legacies of peace which our father, Sir Michael Okpara, stood for, knowing that without peace, no society can develop.
At 39 years of age, Dr. Okpara became the youngest Nigerian to become a premier. The challenge before him was how to impact and uplift the lives of the people so that they would, in the future, take control of their own economic well-being.
If the current governments in Nigeria, both at the state and federal government, are able to replicate what Michael Okpara did as a premier, Nigeria will be a different ballgame today.
The Chief Executive Officer of United Nigeria Airlines, Professor Obiora Okonkwo, said the elder statesman would remain a reference point for students of politics as a man who came, saw, and conquered. This observation was also shared by a member of the House of Representatives, Boyega Isiaka.
As an economist and a person who is interested in human and national development, I had studied his governance model, I studied his developmental model, and believe you me, new leaders of today in the states, in the regions, even in the nation, will only have to go and pick up his manner for making Southeast region as the fastest growing region in the world.
Names that we're hearing today, Presidential Hotel, Obudu Cattle Ranch, and all whatnot, from what they're hearing, is actually traceable to him.
The story of industrialization of Eastern Nigeria started with that rally. These industries were built. Golden Guinea breweries, modern ceramics, Niger Steel, Turner's Asbestos, Pepsi Cola Onitsha, shoe factory at Owerri, Michelin at Port Harcourt, glass factory in Port Harcourt, Calabar Cement Factory, Calabar Rubber Factory, farm settlements at Boki in Ogoja, Olona North, Olona South, Ohaji Egbema, Uzowani, Erei in the Ohafia area, the Obudu Cattle Ranch. The list was endless.
The key point of all the speakers is that while there's no alternative to the Michael Okpara model for industrial growth and agricultural development, his records remain unbeaten 60 years after his administration, according to the Pius Okigbo report.